State University, Pueblo. We are live here on the Cherry Creek Sports Network for your audio stream. I'm Benjamin Parris, and I'm happy to have you here for the state championship. It's the number one.
You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slant intercepted by Miles Purchase. Score, touchdown, Bruins. And it is a Cherry Creek safety. He's there, touchdown, Bruins on the last play of the first half.
Now back to the voice of Cherry Creek, Ben Parris. You're listening.
So here we are. The teams are about to take the field. Valor Christian Eagles, white tops and white bottoms this evening, for the Cherry Creek Bruins. It's their home red tops and red bottoms as they are leaving their locker room right now. Valor Christian won the toss as all of the away teams, the lower seeds, did for the state championships. They deferred, so Cherry Creek will receive the opening kickoff momentarily. And here come the Cherry Creek Bruins. 8-0 on the season, the #1 ranked team in the state. They defeated Regis, Jesuit, and Pomona to get to this point, standing across from them on the field. The Valor Christian Eagles, 7-0 on the season, defeated Cherokee Trail and Legend to get to the game. And now we pause for the playing of tonight's national anthem. Well, there you have it. Whitney Houston with the playing of tonight's national anthem on the recording here in the Thunderbowl. So now it is time for tonight's kickoff, the moment that both these teams have been waiting for. Tonight's head coaches feature Dave Logan for the Cherry Creek Bruins, his 9th season for the Bruins, looking for his 3rd state championship. Across from him, it's Donnie Yantis, a former Arizona State assistant coach in his 1st season for the Valor Christian Eagles, looking for his 1st state championship in his 1st year. Back deep for the Cherry Creek Bruins is Miles Purchase and Kai O'Day. Both of them who have returned kickoffs for touchdowns this season. Kicking off will be Sean Fields, the junior for Valor Christian. Lots on the line tonight. The Bruins looking for their 2nd consecutive state championship. The Eagles looking for their first since 2018. Low kick taken in by Miles Purchase at the 10-yard line. He gets up to the 20-yard line, and then we'll get up across to the 25 and the 26, and that's where the Cherry Creek offense will take over for their first possession of the game. Julian Hammond leading the Bruins under center tonight. The senior quarterback who has a .686 percentage completion this season. He's thrown for 19 touchdowns, looking to add on to that this evening. In the backfield, he has James Walker, the senior running back. And on the bottom of the formation, he has Kai O'Day, the junior, and Chase Penry, the senior. It's going to be a pitch to James Walker to his right side. He'll be tackled for a loss. Give him about a 1-yard loss. Going to bring up first and 11 rather. Second and 11. Hammond in the shotgun with Walker to his right. It's going to be another handoff to James Walker. He found a hole and gets up to the 32-yard line. Going to be about 3 yards short of the line to gain. It's going to bring up Cherry Creek's first third down of the evening. Third and 3 for the 32, on the 32 for the Cherry Creek Bruins. Hammond going to be another handoff to Walker. He's got the first down, and he's got about 5 yards more as he gets up to the 41, mark him down. Going to be a first down for the Cherry Creek Bruins. So the Bruins have had 3 plays. They've had 3 runs so far this evening in the state championship. They'll have a 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. Dvorak in motion to the bottom of the formation. 2 tight ends sent for the Bruins out there. They're going to hand it off to James Walker. This time he's moving to his left. Looks like he's hit pretty close to the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play. They'll give him a 2-yard gain. We'll give him 2nd and 8. Looks like they're in the Wildcat this time. Miles Purchase to receive the snap. He does. He's going to take himself, and Purchase will get across the 50 down to the 48. So a question coming into the week was Miles Purchase going to be on the offensive game plan, and he indeed is. He's got himself a first down. And now the Bruins are into Valor Christian territory. Now this defense does not allow many points. They've had 6 interceptions on the year and 5 fumble recoveries. They like to force turnovers, but the Bruins like to score points. But before the 1st and 10, Cherry Creek head coach Dave Logan will call his first timeout of the game. It comes with 8:38 left in the first quarter. By the way, if you'd like to join the conversation of the state championship this evening, you can tweet us at Cherry Creek SN or tweet me at Ben Parris 04. Love to see what you have to say during the state championship. We'll be right back after this on CCSN.
You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slam's intercepted by Miles Parris. Score, touchdown, Bruins. And it is a Cherry Creek safety. He's there, touchdown, Bruins on the last play of the first half.
Now back to the voice of Cherry Creek, Ben Parris.
So after the timeout, Bruins back out there. Miles Parris nowhere to be found on the offense. Julian Hammond going to be back under center on 1st and 10. Hammond's going to drop back to pass for the first time tonight. He's found Gunnar Helm. He's then taken down by Andrew Hale of the Eagles. He'll get a short gain of about 4. We'll bring up 2nd and 6. So Julian Hammond's got his first pass completion of the evening. Gunnar Helms had an impressive season for the Cherry Creek Bruins. 28 receptions for 367 yards, but he's also been a key contributor in blocking as a tight end when the Cherry Creek likes to use their double tight end set. Miles Parris back out there in the Wildcat formation. He fakes the handoff to James Walker. He's going to take himself. Parris is breaking away. No one's in his way to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bruins! Miles Parris is in the end zone, and Cherry Creek is on the board first. Straight out of the Wildcat, Parris faked a handoff to a James Walker who was in motion and then took it all the way after he found a hole, breaking to the left side of the field. Bone in the leg Page on for the extra point for the Bruins. It's up, and it is good. The Bruins are up 7-0 early here in the state championship. So a 75-yard drive for the Cherry Creek Bruins, just 7 plays, 6 runs, 1 pass. The Bruins lead it first, are on the board here in the state championship from CSU-Pueblo. So 7:45 left in quarter number 1. Cherry Creek to kick off to Valor Christian, who'll have their first offensive possession of the game after the Miles Parris score. Page's kickoff is going to be low. Going to be brought in at the 10-yard line. Little bit of a bobble. Get to the 20, up to the 25. Lots of space to his right. Stiff arm will get him up to the 30-yard line. Jordan Norwood, the junior, running back and middle linebacker for Valor Christian. So now they'll have their first drive of the game on the 32-yard line. They've got 7:35 left in the first quarter. So here we go. Sean McNair out there at quarterback. He's just going to hand it off to Gavin Sawchuk, and he'll get a short gain. Now, Sawchuk, a very accomplished running back in the state of Duck. Moving to his right side. And after the forward progress, looks like he got about 3 yards when he only needed that. That's going to be a Valor Christian first down. Valor still in the no huddle. Third handoff of the game for Gavin Sawchuk, moving to his left side. He'll get a 2-yard gain after Malik Majekadunmi there on the takedown for the Bruins. Valor still in the no huddle. Sawchuk still in the backfield. Now McNair's going to drop back to pass, moving to his right side. He's going to take it himself, dodges a tackle from Blake Purchase, and he'll pick up a gain. So now 3rd and 3 for Valor Christian. Going to be a handoff to Sawchuk. Taken down by Bajekajumi at the 50. The line to gain was the 48. Looks like the Bruins stood him up. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now on a big 3rd down conversion, things are getting loud here in the Thunderbowl. Sawchuk's going to get another handoff. He's got a 1st down and a little bit more. He'll get up to the 44-yard line of the Cherry Creek Bruins, and that will give Valor a 1st down. Another handoff for Sawchuk. Will be a short gain to the 40. Man, Valor Christian has run the ball just 5 times straight up field, and they're in the no huddle. Second down now. It's another handoff. Not going to be able to get a gain. Jordan Norwood on that carry. So the first time that Sawchuk hasn't had a run. Brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Valor Christian Eagles. 8th play of the drive, rather. McNair's just going to hand it off again. Ball's loose. Who's on top of it? It's the Cherry Creek Bruins. Zach Wiley on the carry for Valor Christian. So just like that, Cherry Creek's going to take on over. They're on their own 32-yard line. .508 left in quarter number 1. Hammond in the shotgun after the fumble. Looks to his left side. Complete pass to James Walker will give the Bruins a 1st down. So after that, it's going to bring up a Cherry Creek 1st down. Wow, that Valor Christian offense likes to play fast. So 1st and 10 after the completion of James Walker. Going to keep it on the ground. James Walker working to his right side. He'll get a gain of about 5. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. 2nd and 5, rather. Second and 6 for the Bruins now as we have 4.5 minutes left in quarter number 1. Hammond's in the shotgun. He's got Walker to his left. Dropping back, looking to his right side this time. He's got Chase Penry open deep. And it's just out of his hands, incomplete inside the 10-yard line. Man, Chase Penry was wide open, but it's going to fall incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for Cherry Creek on only Cherry Creek's 2nd passing attempt of the game. Purchase now going to enter the playing field on the Cherry Creek offense. Julian Hammond out there as well. Pretty rare to see those two out together because when Purchase is out there, usually the Wildcat, which leaves Hammond out. Let's see where Purchase lines up. Looks like he's going to line up under center. And Hammond's going to line up as a wide receiver. Purchase going to take it himself. Going to get up to the 47-yard line, which will give Cherry Creek a 1st down. What's commonly known as the Wildcat formation, Cherry Creek likes to call it, believe it's the Rhino, where Mile Purchase will line up under center and take it himself. That's how the Bruins scored their first touchdown of the game, and that's how they're going to keep it going. 1st and 10 on the 47. This is from where the Bruins struck from last time. So Hammond in the shotgun. Going to look to his right. Quick pass completed to Gunnar Helm. That's his second completion of the game. So Hammond's going to line up under center. He's got James Walker behind him. He's going to put Tyler Dvorak in motion. He's the tight end in the double tight end set. And it's going to be a handoff to James Walker. Moving to his right, we'll get perhaps a 2-yard gain. We'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Bruins. We'll talk about this more as the game continues, but this is the 5th time that these two teams have met in the CHSAA playoffs, the 3rd time in the championship. Each team has won a championship off of each other. For the Bruins, they won in 2015, led by a dominating performance by running back Milo Hall. In 2018, it was Valor that came away. Purchase out there in the Wildcat once again. He's going to get the first down and more. He's going to go all the way down to the 20. Mark it down as a 22-yard gain for Miles Purchase. Once he finds a hole, he is speedy, and we saw that with the first touchdown of the night. So Miles Purchase will pick up another Cherry Creek first down. He's going to work tonight, and he'll get some fist bumps as he heads off to the sideline. Hammond and Purchase just trading places back and forth so far here this afternoon. Evening, rather. Inside 2 minutes, the Bruins have a 1st and 10 on the 20, their first official visit to the red zone. And looks like Hammond's going to drop back to pass. Rolling out to his right side, he's got some great pass coverage. Complete pass to Kyle Day, inside the 10, and down to the 6. Another Cherry Creek first down as Hammond has his second completion of the game. And now Cherry Creek is yelling for their Rhino package, which includes some defensive players, including All-State defensive end Arden Walker, and of course Miles Purchase, who usually line up at defensive end and cornerback respectively. They got to get their big, strong guys out there for the Wildcat. They've got 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. Purchase going to take himself. We've got flags down. Purchase makes a diving attempt at the goal line. Looks like he's going to be marked out at the 1. Let's listen in to the penalty.
Illegal shift on the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, 1st down.
So you hear it there, an illegal shift from the offense. Going to be a 5-yard penalty. They'll replay 1st and goal. We'll mark him back at the 12. So they're going to do it over again. Rhino package still out there. What's interesting about this Rhino package is that quarterback Julian Hammond lines up at the very bottom of the formation. Now, the Bruins are on the left hash. Hammond is at the right 10. And Purchase going to take himself, went to the right, shifted back to the left, wide open, touchdown! Miles Purchase in the end zone for the 2nd time in this quarter. And the Bruins have their 2nd touchdown of the game. It's 13-0 with a PAT pending. Two offensive possessions, 2 Miles Purchase touchdowns. The Rhino package is going to work. Bone in the leg page on for the extra point. Hold from Shreya Sriram is up, and it is good. Just 34 seconds left in quarter number 1. Before we get to the kickoff, we'll take a quick break on CCSN.
You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slant intercepted by Miles Parris. Score, touchdown Bruins. And it is a Cherry Creek safety. He's there, touchdown Bruins on the last play of the first half. The Bruins.
Now back to the voice of Cherry Creek, Ben Parris.
Welcome back to the Thunderbowl at CSU-Pueblo. The Cherry Creek Bruins lead the Valor Christian Eagles 14-0 with 34 seconds left in quarter number 1. The Bruins scored a touchdown on their first possession, forced a fumble when Valor took back over, and scored on their second possession. The kick from bone of the leg Page will be about 5 yards deep into the end zone and will result in a touchback. Mark it as a 143 yards of total offense so far for the Cherry Creek Bruins. Valor Christian takes back over on the 20-yard line with just 34 seconds left. Going to be a handoff, stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Sawchuck was on the carry. And that's Gavin, of course. Brother Gabe, the freshman, also on the team. He has 2 touchdowns on the season. A junior and a freshman. Some bright futures in the backfield. And McNair's pocket collapsed and he's sacked. And that will bring us to the conclusion of the first quarter on CCSN, where the Cherry Creek Bruins lead the Valor Christian Eagles 14-0 in the state championship. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. Welcome to quarter number 2 of the state championship on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. After 1, the Bruins lead it by 2 touchdowns. It's 14-0. Valor Christian has a 3rd and 11 coming up right now on CCSN. I want to thank all of you who are joining us on the CCSN audio stream. Happy to bring you football on this Saturday night in a season that has been unlike any other. 3rd and 11 coming up. Valor Christian has yet to throw a pass in tonight's game. And they won't do it here either. Sawchuck will take it, swallowed up by the Cherry Creek Bruins after he got just up to the 20-yard line. Will only be a 1-yard gain. Will bring up 4th down, and the punting units are coming out. Jackson Dorr, the senior punter, there for Valor Christian. Back deep for Cherry Creek is Miles Parris, who you know he's going to be dangerous. He already has 2 touchdowns in tonight's contest. We'll see if Valor just elects to kick this one out of bounds and get the change of possession all said and done. Aiming towards the left sideline, going to take a bounce, and Parris will fall on top of it. Took a funky bounce and hit him, so he just has to drop on top of it. It will be on the 35-yard line, and that's where Cherry Creek will take on over. They'd love to score. They did on their first 2 possessions. So the Bruins will start on their 34-yard lines. We've got 11 minutes, 12 seconds here in the first half left. So the Bruins have their first possession of quarter number 2. Hamming a call on audible, going to go under center. James Walker in the backfield. Play action, Hammond rolling out to his right, complete to Gunnar Helm. Helm will get 7 yards, then get through a tackler, might get all the way up to 9 yards. Will bring up second and short. So it is officially a 2nd and 2 for the Cherry Creek Bruins after the complete pass up to Helm. Hammond going to line up under center. It's going to be a handoff to James Walker, who worked to his right side, but he's going to be tackled for a loss. Caden Hawkins there on the tackle. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 after the 4-yard loss. O'Day's going to leave the playing field. Miles Purchase will enter. They've got 10 seconds on the play clock. Julian Hammond lining up at the bottom formation, so Miles Purchase will take the direct snap. Dvorak will go in motion to the right side. Purchase going to take himself. Looks right, then goes left, and he's going to be tackled after a short gain. Not going to get nearly enough, if a gain at all. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cherry Creek punt team. So there's going to be the first time that Valor Christian really successfully stopped Miles Purchase tonight. Only a 1-yard gain on that direct snap. And now Gunnar Helm out there to punt. Bone in the leg Page was the punter for the first, say, 6 weeks of the season, but all throughout the playoffs, it has been Gunnar Helm. And it continues here, a low punt. Going to take a friendly Cherry Creek bounce inside the 40 down to about the 37. And that's where Valor Christian will take back over. Punt might have been tipped. Gunnar might have not gotten all of it. Pretty low one. 9:34 left. Valor Christian will take back over. They still got all 3 of their timeouts, but they don't got to worry about those yet. Cherry Creek has burned 1. So McNair's back out there for the Valor Christian Eagles. Gavin Sawchuk is out there to his right. They've got 4 receivers out there. Play action. Pass is complete. Incomplete, rather. It was through the hands of Ty Lawson. Miles Purchase on the coverage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Second 10. They're going to take no time in the huddle. McNair going to drop back to pass again. This one is complete, bobbled a little bit, but then taken down by Miles Purchase. This one complete to Landon Turnwall, his 17th reception of the season. He has 4 touchdowns coming into tonight's game. The first reception of the game for the senior tight end. Going to bring up a 3rd and 6 situation for Valor Christian. McNair dropping back, looking to his left, and it's batted down by Blake Purchase at the line. It's going to bring up 4th and 6. Looks like the Valor Christian offense will stay on the field, and now the punt team will come out after 10 seconds ran off the play clock. 9 minutes even left after an excellent play from Blake Purchase. McNair was looking to dump off a screen pass. Instead, his punter, Jackson Dorr, is going to be back out there, Miles Purchase, on his own 23-yard line. Dorr's punt, going to be brought in by Miles Purchase inside the 20. Going to break around 3 defenders, and he'll get a short gain up to the about 19-yard line, probably a 3-yard return there. Might go down as his shortest of the season. That wasn't a fair catch. With 8:50 left in quarter number 2, the Cherry Creek Bruins take back over. So it looks like Henry's on the bottom of the formation. O'Day's on top. 2 tight ends set. Holes will go into motion. And Hammond's going to look to pass, but first we've got flags down. Let's listen in.
Before the snap, full start, offense number 72, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So they're here. It is a false start on Corey Hannaford, the senior offensive tackle. We'll back him up 5 yards. So now the Bruins will have a 1st and 15. Ball will be placed on the 14-yard line. Just inside 9 minutes left in this first half of action in the 5A state championship. Hammond in the shotgun is going to look for holes over the middle. Jackson Zimmerman there on the coverage will tip it incomplete. Pretty dangerous pass there from Hammond. Looking for the junior wide receiver who only has 11 receptions on the year. And now, while 11 is not a bad number in comparison of some others, that is indeed not the top number or nearly close to the top number on this Cherry Creek offense. But no reason for Holes to be discouraged. 2nd and 15 now, 8:45 left. Hammond gonna go to play action. Get a roll to his left side. He's looking deep to a wide open Chase Penry. It's brought in at the 48-yard line of Valor Christian. A 38-yard completion will give Cherry Creek a first down and put him into Valor Christian territory. A great reception from Chase Penry, who, as you might have heard in the CCSN advertisement, had that big catch at the end of the first half in last week's game on the Hail Mary to put Cherry Creek in the locker room. Believe it was 21-7. Holes is going to get this completion for Julian Hammond. Going to be marked down at the 42 after Zimmerman throws him out of bounds. We'll bring up a 2nd and 5 or 6 for Cherry Creek. We'll call it 2nd and 5. Clock rolls on. Just about 8 minutes left in the first half. For some reason, the clock is not rolling here at the Thunderbowl. Hammond going to put Holes in motion, going to move to his right side. He's in the shotgun. And he's just going to hand off to James Walker. Looks like he'll get pretty close to the 41 or 40-yard line, so Cherry Creek has a 3rd and short, and I would not be shocked if they brought out Miles Purchase in this situation because they've done that quite a few times this evening. Looks like Hammond going to go back into the huddle. I think Purchase is somewhere on the sideline. Yep, he is. He's in the first row of the sideline, standing next to backup quarterback Marte Russell. Hammond going to drop back, look to his left side. It's complete to Holes, and he'll get just enough for the first down as he just gets his feet in bounds on the left sideline. We'll get him up to the 37-yard line. The Bruins' possession rolls on. Hammond going to line up under center. Walker in the backfield, Dvorak will in motion to the right side. And James Walker will run to the right side. He finds a hole and will get a gain up to the 30-yard line. Should be about a 6-yard gain, which would bring up 2nd and 4. approaching the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. So Hammond going to be back in the shotgun with Walker to his left. O'Day on the bottom side of the formation. Dvorak in motion to the right. And Walker get a run to the right side. We'll get a short gain up to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard gain will bring up 3rd and 2 for the Bruins. And we're calling for the Rhino, but I believe there's a penalty marker down at the end of the play.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 55, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, Cherry Creek won't need the 3rd down conversion. Cruz Maston, the senior defensive tackle with an unnecessary roughness penalty at the end of the play, will add on 15 and put the Bruins inside the 15. Looks like the ref's going to put the ball down in between the 14 and 15-yard line. The Bruins, however, are lined up at the 35, which is about 20 yards away from the line of scrimmage. As they get out of the huddle and trot up field, we've got a timeout.
Timeout, Cherry Creek, their second timeout.
And as Cherry Creek head coach Dave Logan takes his second time out of the half, we'll take one as well here on CCSN.
You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slant intercepted by Miles Purchase. Score, touchdown Bruins. And it is a Cherry Creek safety. He's there, touchdown Bruins on the last play of the first half.
Now back to the voice of Cherry Creek, Ben Parris.
Welcome back to the Thunderbowl in CSU-Pueblo.
You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slant intercepted by Miles Purchase. Score, touchdown Bruins. And it is a Cherry Creek safety. He's there, touchdown Bruins on the last play of the first half.
Now back to the voice of Cherry Creek, Ben Parris. You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slant intercepted by Miles Purchase. Apologies for that audio that was playing over. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 14 now for the Bruins. Hammond going to drop back to pass again. Rolling out to his right side now. He's got some open space. Has a complete pass to Tyler Dvorak. We've got flags down right about where Hammond released his pass. We'll see if we can listen in.
Offense, number 66, 10-yard penalty, still second down.
It's going to be a holding call against the Cherry Creek Bruins. This time, George Fitzpatrick, the junior tackle. Back him up 10 yards, so they'll now have 2nd and 20. Ball will be placed on the 28-yard line. So they'll have 2nd and 24 after the penalty is taken from the spot of the foul. So now Hammond's got his whole plethora of receiving options out there. Helm, Penry, O'Day. Purchase out there as well lining up at receiver. And we've got some calls first, some motion up front. Let's see who it was first.
Before the snap, full start, offense number 66, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
George Fitzpatrick going to be flagged again, this time for the false start, so 2nd and 24 is going to become 2nd and 29. Now Fitzpatrick, who has offers to schools of the likes of Ohio State and Michigan, who did not have any penalties in the regular season or the first round of the playoffs, was flagged twice for holding last week. And right there, his second penalty of the game here in the state championship will back his team up to 2nd and 29 on the 33-yard line. Hammond looking deep. Chase Penry open on the left side of the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Bruins! 2nd and 29, no problem for the Bruins. It's a 33-yard reception for Chase Penry. The Bruins in the end zone for the 3rd time this evening. Wow, what a catch. Penry's 9th touchdown of the season. Extra point from Page is up, and it is good. It is 21-0 with 5:47 left in the first. Cherry Creek offense with 11, but Miles Purchase now has 10 touchdowns on the season. Excuse me. 12 touchdowns on the season for Miles Purchase. Wow. And that's a guy who didn't play offense for the first 7 weeks of the season. He lined up at offense first last week in the semifinal against Pomona. And of course, he scored touchdowns going into the game. He scores a lot of touchdowns, whether it's on. He's had quite a few interception returns. We say it like it's a casual thing because pick six is not too casual to get multiple of them in the same season, but Miles Purchase does, and of course on punt and kick returns. Valor kicks the kickoff in at the 1-yard line and will take it up to the 20, across to the 22-yard line. Zaire Jackson, the senior wide receiver, on the return for Valor. So, after Valor Christian has punted the ball away twice and had a fumble loss, they're back out. They're going to start on the 22-yard line. They've got 5:41 left in the half. They've got all 3 timeouts, should they have a drive that is long enough. It's going to be a handoff to Sawchuck. He'll get a short gain on the play. But first, we've got a penalty marker. Let's listen in. Looks like it's going to be against the Eagles. Let's verify it.
Illegal formation on the offense, 5 in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
It's going to be an illegal formation call. Going to back them up 5, make it 1st and 15 now. Ball will be placed on the 17. The clock will roll on as we approach the 5-minute mark as we're over halfway through. Sawchuck going to carry this ball to his left side. We'll get pretty close back to the original line of scrimmage, which would only give about a 5-yard gain, which, once again, good game. But if you're Gavin Sawchuck, you averaged 10.1 yards per carry, and that's literally a first down every single time you touch the football. He just got 7 yards there. He's going to take it again, and he's got an open field to his left side. Looks like he'll pick up enough on 2nd and 8. He'll get a first down. Sawchuck is just a first down machine, ladies and gentlemen. But before that, we've got whistles. And looks like we're trying to reset the play clock. There we go. So Valor has a new set of down. They've got 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. McNair in the backfield. Going to look back and drop the pass. Looking deep in the area of Miles Purchase. And he just overthrows his receiver. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Robbie Dunbar, the senior wide receiver. That one going to be long. Going to bring up second down and 10. We're inside 5 minutes now, 4:29 left in half number 1. Here from CSU-Pueblo in the Class 5A State Championship. McNair going to hand it off to Sawchuk, moving to his left side. Going to cross the 40 and up to the 42-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 for Valor Christian. Sawchuk lining up on the right side of McNair. I just tried to say left and right at the same time. And McNair's going to keep himself after faking the handoff and will be tackled for a loss. They're going to stay out there. It's going to bring up 4th and 1 for Valor Christian. 4th down. Wide receivers trying to get their formation right. McNair looking towards the sideline. They're going to audible again. They've got 20 seconds on the play clock. They've got 2 receivers moving to the top of the formation now after initially lining up on the bottom. They're just going to hand it off to Sawchuk on the right side. And he goes over a defender. It looks like it was only going to be about a 5-yard gain. Will turn into about 7 as he crosses into Cherry Creek territory on the 49-yard line. Inside 3.5 minutes now. Excuse me, that's an injury rather. Looks like it is. Not quite sure who it was. They're up now. Everybody looks pretty natural coming towards the sideline. Maybe just a hamstring or something. But everyone's going to go back into the huddle. Things are looking good for the Cherry Creek defense. Nothing to be alarmed of. Some laughs are shared now on the Cherry Creek side of things after whatever that was. Back to the action, 1st and 10 for Valor Christian. Gonna be handoff. And he's gonna be taken down for a loss. Gavin Sawchuk on that carry. Going to be a 2-yard loss, bring up 2nd and 12. And Sam Pesnard's just swallowed that one up. Must have been the cornerback blitz. Perhaps a safety blitz. Depending on where Pesnard lines up, it changes from play to play. McNair going to drop back to pass again. Looking left, looking deep. And the pass is incomplete inside the 10-yard line, which will now bring up on the board yet in the state championship. McNair going to look towards the sideline. He's got 15 seconds left on his play clock. He's got plenty of time. He's got 4 receivers out there with him. Gavin Sawchuk lines up to his left side. And Dave Logan's going to call a timeout as Valor was about to...
3rd and final timeout of the half.
Valor was getting ready to snap their play. And Dave Logan approached the referee, waited till the play clock got down to about 8 seconds. Pretty methodical timeout there. It's his 3rd and final of the half. So Cherry Creek's got none left. Valor Christian's got 3. We'll stick with you here on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. This is a good time to remind you that the CHSAA State Championship on CCSN is brought to you by 303 Smiles, delivering amazing smiles for our Cherry Creek Bruins. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, open till 12 a.m. to feed your victory celebration. Raising Cane's on the northwest corner of Parker and Arapahoe. Paragon Homes, your home is one of the most important decisions you'll make in your life. Don't trust anyone to care for you. Go Creek. And by Shop Automotive Group. Visit our showrooms off Highway C470 and Lucent Street in Highlands Ranch and on Havana Street in Aurora. Bruins for the win. Let's go Creek. 21-0, your score. on the Cherry Creek Sports Network, CCSN Radio, this evening in Pueblo. Valor Christian lining up for a 3rd and 12. Ball on their own 49. Pocket collapsing. McNair's going to go down. Another Cherry Creek sack. Let's see who was in there first for Cherry Creek. McNair kind of tripped over his own lineman, and Majeka Doomy finished it off for the Bruins. It's going to bring up 4th and 15. They'll punt it away with 2:06 left with Miles Purchase back on his own 20-yard line. Punt is away. Get a bounce at the 19-yard line. And that's where Valor Christian will down it. So Cherry Creek will take back over with an 80-plus yard field in front of them. They've got 1:47 left, but they do have no timeouts. A great stop there for the Cherry Creek defense. That was easily Valor's best drive of the game. 11:47, Bruins have the ball on the 19-yard line. Walker with the handoff to the right side will get up to the 25-yard line. That'll give him a 6-yard gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 4. Bring up 2nd and 10. Bruins have 80 seconds left on the clock. And they've got no rush, up 3 scores. As they approach just the 1-minute mark, there is 1:05 left, 5 seconds on the play clock. Hammond gonna hand it off to James Walker, moving to his right side after a jab step. Walker up to the 40, then to the 50, 45 before he's taken out of bounds. That will stop the clock, and a huge gain there. About a 34-yard gain for James Walker. That will put the Bruins on the Valor Christian side of the field, and they probably only need 10, maybe 15 more yards. One more first down will do it, probably to get into field goal range. And bone of the leg Page now alert on the sideline. His snapper and holder, Brady Rads and Trey Shreeram, are going to practice. But first, the Cherry Creek offense still out there. Going to be another handoff to James Walker, moving to his left side. We'll get down to the 35-yard line. This would be about a 50-yard field goal from here. Not quite in bone in the leg Page's range. They still have 35 seconds. No rush yet. Hammond going to drop back to pass. Looking left. Going to take himself to the left sideline. He finds Tyler Dvorak, who is left wide open. He'll be taken down at the 21-yard line with 23 seconds left. We've got a flag down. On the far side of the field, opposite side of the play, on the 40-yard line, the line of scrimmage was the 35. Let's listen in here. Some deliberation happening towards midfield.
An eligible receiver downfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Going to be an illegal man downfield. I believe the illegal man is going to be Tyler Dvorak, who is indeed a tight end, but he was blocking on that play, making him ineligible to go upfield. So on 2nd and 2, now going to back up the Bruins to 2nd and 7. They're on the 40-yard line and need just a little bit more to get into field goal range on the with 23 seconds left. Hammond looking to his left side. was looking for a gunner helm. Looks like Cherry Creek was running 4 verticals there. Maybe expecting helm to come back, but he didn't. Will fall incomplete now, bring up a 3rd down for Cherry Creek on the 40-yard line. 18 seconds left on the clock now. Third and 7. Bruins on the 40. Hammond looking over the middle. It's complete to Gunnar Helm, but then he's taken down at the 20. Clock rolling. 10 seconds left. Bruins probably going to get down there to spike it. And it looks like Helm is shaken up a little bit. Now, the clock should have stopped while the chain set. I don't believe they did. And Hammond will just spike it with 9 seconds left. Now, if they wanted to, they could probably look towards the end zone one more time before the field goal unit gets out there. 9 seconds could be enough for 2 plays if they get a pass off quickly. Or just give it to Miles Purchase. Cherry Creek really doesn't like to settle, so don't know quite what sure to expect here. With 9 seconds left, Bruins up 21. Now, Valor Christian has all 3 of their timeouts. The only reason they'd use those now is to ice a potential kicking situation, but the offense remains on the field. Hammond dropping back, looking to his left side. He's got Chase Penry open. Incomplete. Incomplete. Zaire Jackson on the coverage. And now with that one takes 5 seconds off the clock. 4 seconds left. Here comes the Cherry Creek kick team. It's going to be marked as a 39-yard field goal, smack in the middle of the field. Bone of the leg Page. The kick is low, and it is short. No good to end half number 1. So your score at the end of 1 here on the Cherry Creek Sports Network is the Cherry Creek Bruins 21, the Valor Christian Eagles 0. Miles Purchase with 2 touchdowns in half number 1, joined by a Chase Penry touchdown reception. We're going to take a quick break here on CCSN, where the Cherry Creek Bruins lead the Valor Christian Eagles 21-0 here in the CHSAA 5A State Championship. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a little bit on CCSN. Thanks for tuning in. Benjamin Parris, welcome back to CCSN Radio on this state championship evening in Pueblo, Colorado, where the Cherry Creek Bruins lead at 21-0. I'm now joined by CCSN analyst Matthew Anderson. You might know him for the video broadcast during the regular season in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Star of Matthew's Calculator Corner and other segments on CCSN. Matthew's been down on the field level helping us out this evening. Matthew, what have you seen out there for Cherry Creek and Valor? I know one of the first things you said when you came up here into the booth was disciplined. Tell us more about that.
Well, Cherry Creek has just been absolutely executing. You think it's a state championship game. They're going to come out here, they're going to have nerves. They might miss a few blocks, they might miss a few passes, but actually with the exception of, I would say, 3 passes, Cherry Creek has executed flawlessly. And they've continued to do a great job, and that's been not only at the top player level, but every player has stepped up. I'm down there on the field with Jonathan, and I'm just remarking to him, you got a guy like a second stringer, a third stringer out there. Tyler Dvorak in particular, he's the second string tight end, making big plays, making big stops, big blocks. And that is exactly what Cherry Creek needs to put them ahead. Well, they are ahead, of course, in the first half and to maintain that lead into the second half.
So Valor Christian, their head coach, is coaching in his first state championship. And what a lot of people like to talk about is the last time these two teams met in the state championship in 2018. But the thing is, Valor had a different coach. Their offensive scheme was different. There was no set thought as Gavin Sawchuk. He was only a freshman, so he wasn't producing as nearly as much. So what do you think they're thinking in the second half? Because Cherry Creek, obviously, they've been through this before. They've had the perfect regular season 2 years in a row, and now they've got, a 22-game winning streak. So what do you think Valor really has to do under a team that isn't as experienced at this level as Cherry Creek?
Well, Valor, as you said, is a lot less experienced. And that's something I've noticed, being down there on the field. They've missed easy reads, easy plays. And it's something that Coach Logan has been exploiting. Julian Hammond has been exploiting. So what I think for them is they need to go back to the basics. Remember what they learned in film room this week. And think about just, what am I seeing on the field now? What am I seeing on previous plays that are going to tell me what's going to happen on this play? And of course, most importantly, just going back to the very, very basics. Taking a breath, slowing down. Valor is definitely experiencing these state championship nerves, and for that reason, they are tending to struggle a little bit more with the execution.
Sure. In quarter number 1, Miles Purchase, 2 touchdowns from pretty much deep, and, the Rhino, the Wildcat, whatever you want to call it. Now, did you expect that coming into tonight's game? Because I think part of me did after seeing his performance last week, but what do you think about Miles Purchase on the offense this evening? And he's responsible for 2/3 of Cherry Creek's touchdowns.
Well, if you could see Miles Purchase, he is unstoppable, and he's reading this Valor defense like it's a kindergartner's book. He has cut back and cut forward through holes, just gliding up the field seamlessly, and Valor just hasn't been able to stop that. I said to Johnny, in the middle of the first quarter, if they're not going to be able to stop the Wildcat, they're not going to be able to stop Miles Purchase and be able to win this game. And so far, they've struggled with stopping the Wildcat. For Miles Purchase, it's going to be incredibly important to keep that up. And of course, not to mention his great blocking. He's had Brandon Jackson, Gus Alinskis, Arden Walker out there. These defensive linemen just delivering huge blocks, opening up big lanes for him that he is able to just speed right down.
So, final question that I will not be able to even begin answer, so I don't think I'm qualified to talk about it, at least this evening. You're down there on field level. Now, we're in a place that's pretty much 2 hours south of Cherry Creek. There's only 75 fans in the stadium. How's the atmosphere down there, Matthew? And, amongst the guys on the sideline, against the people and the fans, we've heard get pretty loud. So, what do you think about the atmosphere in the state championship?
Well, Ben, we're into December now. It is quite cold. You might think, well, the atmosphere will wind down a little bit. Not as many people will be at the games. This is by far the most packed, most energetic game we've had. And we have had some energetic games. You got cheer, you got Palms here. Palms wasn't here last week, but now they're here this week. Not to mention, you have these fired up sidelines, Ben. I have never heard these parents and friends of players so loud. And that's because they recognize the high stakes of this game and how hard these players have worked. Not to mention these players are fired up. I heard Al Ashford say, never settle. And these players they're very excited.
All right, well, I know I'm excited. There's some Mariah Carey in the stadium right now because the holiday season is pretty much here. It's not approaching anymore. The holiday season is here, so we're going to take a break on CCSN. We'll come back with second half action next.
Cherry Creek, Ben Parris. You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slant intercepted by Miles Purchase. Score, touchdown, Bruins. And it is a Cherry Creek safety. He's there, touchdown, Bruins on the last play of the first half.
Now back to the voice of Cherry Creek, Ben Parris. You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home
of
the
campus of Colorado State University, Pueblo, in Pueblo, Colorado. It's the Colorado High School Activity Association Class 5A State Championship between the Cherry Creek Bruins and the Valor Christian Eagles. Half number one, meeting expectations for Cherry Creek. They're up 21-0. Now Cherry Creek averages about 25 and a half points in half number ones throughout games this season. They've almost met that here tonight. It's just another day of business for the Cherry Creek Bruins. Now the Valor Christian Eagles are set to receive this second half kick after Cherry Creek received the first half kick and scored on their opening drive. Miles Purchase responsible for that one. Back at you if you want to join us during the second half. Tweet us as always at Cherry Creek SN. We'll be watching and listening for your comments. We're getting ready to go. And bottom leg page is all set. And here comes half number two of the state championship on CCSN. This one going to go through the end zone. It will be a touchback. Valor Christian takes back over on the 20-yard line. Now, Valor Christian, really, they were starting to show up at the end of that second half, and they were driving downfield. The run game was working. The pass game was starting to gel a little bit, but the Cherry Creek defense showed up even more to get the stop. And that's why Valor's still scoreless. They're going to start the half with a handoff, and it's going to be stopped. Gavin Sawchuk with another carry. Bruins' defensive line is absolutely showing up, but because in front of Sawchuk, Valor's offensive line is so strong, but tonight the defensive line has just been even stronger. McNair's going to go down. He was hit as he thrown at Arden Walker. We got a flag down. Going to be intentional grounding there. Let's listen in. Arden Walker chasing him down.
Intentional grounding, offense, 5 yards from the spot, loss of down, third down.
So after that, it's going to bring up third down, 5-yard loss from the spot, which is about 2 or 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up about third and probably 13 or 14, perhaps even 15 for Valor Christian. It might even be longer than that. We got to get some things situated first, as the referees are contemplating. They got to figure out where the spot of the foul was. They're going to call it at the 18, so the ball will be marked back at about 13. Let's see. Ball should be on the 13-yard line. Should be 3rd and 17 coming up for Valor Christian. Now, Cherry Creek would love to get a stop here. That's what they need. Just going to be a handoff. And Blake Purchase will take down Gavin Sawchuk after he got back to the original line of scrimmage, probably to the 20 and a half yard line. Here come the punt teams. Now Cherry Creek got the stop what they needed. Less than a minute into half number 2. So Miles Purchase is going to be at his own 48-yard line. And this one going to take a bounce at the 50, then towards the middle of the field. Bruins won't touch it, be downed at the 43-yard line of Cherry Creek. So the Bruins just have a 57-yard field in front of them, and we've talked about it all season here on CCSN. When the field's shorter, it is just that much easier to score. But the Bruins have been sustaining drives all day long. So Julian Hammond back out there for the Cherry Creek Bruins has thrown 1 touchdown so far this game. And really, our analyst Matthew told us he's not having the best game of his life right now, but you can't even tell. He's killing it out there. James Walker lines up to his left side, and he'll get the handoff. Get a cut across right up about to the 45, so he'll get a 2-yard gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 8. And the Eagles just need to get something going. They're down 3 scores, and being down 4 would be almost detrimental to their chances in this game. But one play could change it. You never know. They've still got a whole half of football in front of them, minus about 2 minutes, as we approach the 10-minute mark in quarter number 3. Hammond looking for an option. Little bit of a pitch to James Walker, will be taken down behind the line for a loss. Mark him down back at the 43, so it will be a 3-yard loss. We'll bring up 3rd and 11. We've got an injured Bruin on the field. Looks like it might be George Fitzpatrick who's down for the Bruins. The junior lineman. And he'll get up. And he'll jog off the field. A little bit of a limp. Now, George Fitzpatrick, the junior guard, obviously don't know the severity, just seconds after the play occurred, but a pretty big loss for the Bruins if that's what it ends up being. But knowing George, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him back out there during this game. But George leads the way a lot on that offensive line, so we hope the best. But knowing him, he'll probably be back in the end of the game in this state championship. 9:30 left, and the clock running here. Bruins are on their own 42-yard line. Hammond going to move to his left side, then reverses to the right side. Parris has the ball now, and we'll get up to the 50-yard line, which is going to be about 4 yards short, but a little bit of trickery from the Cherry Creek Bruins on the reverse. Not exactly going to pay off. Valor Christian's going to get a stop. 4th down, punt team coming out, but we have not seen that. We have not seen that at all from Cherry Creek, at least this season. We hadn't seen Miles Parris on offense until last week, and now we're seeing some reverse plays, a little bit of trickery in the second half of action. Gunnar Helm back there for the punt. Another low one, not his best. Gotta be down and roll out of bounds on the left sideline, the far sideline. Right around the 25-yard line. So 75 yards to go for Valor Christian. They've got 8:33 left in quarter number 3. So we're on the Valor Christian Eagles. They love to get something going. They got another offensive possession after they force a Cherry Creek 3-and-out. Sawchuk moving to his right side. He's got some open field in front of him. Up to the 50. Sawchuk to the 40. No one's going to get in his way. And it looks like just Al Ashford chased him down. No, those two are both track stars. Sawchuk, we talked about it in our pregame show. If you saw it on YouTube, one of the fastest players in the 100-yard 100-meter dash rather, but Al Ashford not too far behind him. I mean, another person who participates in track. Sawchuk going to get another run to his left side. This one's going to be swallowed up for the Bruins for a short gain. But a huge breakaway run from Sawchuk gets Valor all the way inside the Cherry Creek 20. They're in the red zone. McNair going to roll out to his right side. Short pass is complete to Turnwall. Really short gain. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 8. Low snap. Hand off to Sawchuk to the right side. Valor's going to try reverse now. Back to McNair. The throw is in and out of the hands. Believe it was Miles Purchase on the coverage. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9 yards to go. So some trickery. Looks like they were going for the reverse. McNair then ended up with the ball back in his hands after the handoff. Looked back to throw, and it's incomplete. Now Valor's going to go for it on 4th and 9. They need to convert here. They now look towards the sideline. They've got 10 seconds on the play clock. Looks like they've got their call. McNair looking towards his right side, still looking at the game clock with just 2 seconds, 0 seconds left on the play clock. Flag down. Let's listen in. Should be delay a game.
Timeout. Valor Christian. There's no foul in the play. The timeout was called before the time ran out.
So the back judge threw the flag for delay a game. Valor Christian head coach Donnie Antis calls timeout first. Perhaps trying to get Cherry Creek to jump offside, something of the sort of that. They won't, so 4th and 9 still upcoming for Valor Christian. But now they have some more time to talk it over. This possibly could be the biggest play of the game for either team. If Cherry Creek gets a stop here, their chances of victory enhance significantly. But for Valor Christian, if they convert, they can start building on some momentum. And you know they'd love to do that. So here we go. Teams are out there. The Valor Christian offense is still out there in a 4 wide receiver set. Sawchuk is to the right. Ball's on the ground at McNair. We've got flags down. Let's listen in.
Before the snap infraction, offense number 63, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
That's going to back him up even more. 4th and 9 becomes 4th and 14 for the Valor Christian offense. After certainly a miscue on the offensive line. So Valor Christian still have a 4th down upcoming. They've got 7.5 minutes left in quarter number 3. McNair going to drop back to pass. And he's hit as he throws. It's going to be incomplete. Whistles didn't blow, and I guess will be marked down as a fumble, but Cherry Creek has it nonetheless. They stand him up on 4th down, and Cherry Creek gets the stop. Valor Christian drives downfield after a huge run from Sawchuk. Gets ready inside the red zone for a 4th down conversion. Doesn't pay off. It's Cherry Creek's football. We talked to Matthew Anderson, and we've been talking about this all season, but especially this week. It's going to come down to the team who can make the most plays like that. Who's going to show up on 4th down? And that time, it was the Cherry Creek defense, and that's why Cherry Creek leads this game 21-0 in the 3rd quarter. That gives everybody on the Cherry Creek side of things some new life, and they don't even need it. But there is some new energy in the air after that. Helmet motion to the bottom of the formation. Hammond, quick pass thrown to Penry, who'll get about a 6 or 7 yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Second and 4 after the 6-yard completion to Penry. Hammond, play action. Looking towards his left side. He can't find it. He's going to roll out to his right. Find a little bit of a completion to Walker. He's going to get a gain and a little bit more. We'll see where he's officially marked out of bounds. Should be pretty close to the line of gain. Maybe a yard or two short. They're going to give him the first down. He gets up to the 42-yard line after Hammond just dumped off the pass. As the Bruins approach the halfway point, they get a new set of downs in quarter number 3. Hammond just gonna hand it off to James Walker. Gonna get across the 45. Pretty close to the 46. Should be about a 4 or 5 yard gain for the Bruins. Bring up second and about 5. Second and 6. We have not seen Miles Parris on offense so far this half. Apologies, we have actually. He ran that reverse play on the previous drive. We've officially hit the halfway point, but before that, Dave Logan will call his first time out of the half.
Timeout, Cherry Creek. They're first of the half.
So Cherry Creek Dave Logan takes his first time out of the half. We're going to take one as well on CCSN.
You're listening to the CHSAA 5A State Championship on CCSN, home of the Bruins.
Another slant intercepted by Miles Parris. Score, touchdown Bruins. And it is a Cherry Creek safety. He's there, touchdown Bruins on the last play of the first half. The Bruins.
Now back to the voice of Cherry Creek, Ben Parris.
Welcome back into the Thunderbowl here in Pueblo, Colorado, at Colorado State University Pueblo for the Colorado High School Activity Association Class 5A State Championship. It's featuring the Cherry Creek Bruins and the Valor Christian Eagles. It is a beautiful evening in Pueblo, I'll tell you that. Currently 34 degrees, but I'll tell you, it feels a little bit warmer than that, and we've had some pretty cold games this season. Handoff to James Walker to the left side on 2nd and 5. We'll get a 2-yard gain. And that was 2nd and 6, rather. So, going to bring up about a 3rd and 4 for Cherry Creek. And here comes that Rhino package for the Bruins that they love. Gus Zelinkis and Arden Walker going to go out there with Miles Parris. And so will Julian Hammond. He'll probably line up at receiver, though. But before that, Cherry Creek's going to call another timeout.
Timeout, Cherry Creek. Their second timeout.
We'll stick with you here on CCSN as Cherry Creek burns 2 timeouts just on this set of downs. But Dave Logan, head coach, is never hesitant to use timeouts. But Donnie Antis across the field here from Valor has not used one in tonight's game. Dave Logan is so far 5 out of 6 with 5:15 left in quarter number 3. But things are looking good for Cherry Creek. They've got a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looks like the Rhino package, or the Wildcat formation, is going to remain out there on the field for the Bruins. But they decided to talk it over because they haven't had any issues lining up and running that tonight. So maybe there's a little scheming going on in the Cherry Creek huddle right now. You never know. But I do know that George Fitzpatrick, who came out earlier in the game to injury, back out there. He's joined by Julian Hammond lining up at wide receiver, so we definitely got the Wildcat. And then Gus Zelinkis and Arden Walker from the defensive side of the ball coming over on offense. So let's see what we get here. Miles Parris has scored on this play today. Twice. He's going to roll to his left side. He's going to throw to Julian Hammond, but it's intercepted. Valor Christian. Zaire Jackson has the interception. Parris dropped back to throw to Julian Hammond. Probably what was discussed in that Cherry Creek timeout. but Hammond was nowhere close to open, and that's why Miles Purchase ain't a quarterback. So after the turnover, Valor Christian gets their 7th interception of the season. They're back out there on offense. McNair hands off to Sawchuk, and he's going to be taken down. He might have gone back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky. No gain on the play there. Valor going to stick in the no huddle as they have pretty much all game long inside 5 minutes in the third quarter. McNair dropping back to pass this time. Looking deep. Miles Purchase on the coverage. It's intercepted! And he's taken down at the 27-yard line. McNair looking for senior receiver Ty Lawson, but Miles Purchase just picked that off like it was a punt return. I mean, like a fly ball in center field. Purchase has the interception. Cherry Creek has the ball back. Might have to check the stat, but Miles Purchase might have just thrown and made an interception in the last 2 plays, and I can't tell you if that's ever happened for these Cherry Creek Bruins before, but that is certainly a rarity. It has to be. So Cherry Creek will take back over after the interception. They've got 4:39 left. They're on the 28-yard line. Purchase goes in motion at the bottom of the formation. But it's just a handoff to James Walker. 2-yard gain up to the 30-yard line. Bring up second down for Cherry Creek. There is some energy now after these turnovers for both teams. But we've yet to see a scoring play in this half of football. 4 minutes left. Bruins have a second and 7 on the 31-yard line. Purchase in motion once again. This time they're going to throw. Screen pass to Chase Penry. He'll get a short gain. We'll bring up 3rd and long for Cherry Creek. Now, Purchase has gone through motion and then just exploded upfield on those last 2 plays as a receiver. So kind of just getting a run head start as he just takes the turn and then drives upfield. That's something we certainly haven't seen this season for any Cherry Creek receiver in terms of that style of motion, similar to arena football where you can get that running head start. 3rd and 6 for the Bruins. Hammond going to drop back to pass. Looks to Chase Penry, who completes the pass at the 40-yard line. Going to be enough for a Cherry Creek first down. Line to gain was the 38. Bruins will get a new set of downs. And the clock will roll on here as we approach the 3-minute mark in quarter number 3. The Bruins still on top 21-0. Miles Purchase will check out of the game. So in his press conference earlier this week, Cherry Creek head coach Dave Logan called Miles Purchase probably the best football player in the state, and he's exactly that. He is a football player. He obviously plays quarterback a majority of the time, but with his kick returns and his punt returns and all of that, as James Walker finds a hole, he'll get down to the other 40-yard line. We've got a flag down. Let me finish that thought on Miles Purchase, though. He doesn't exactly play one position. He's playing on offense, defense, special teams. The guy is just a football player. So not a defensive back. He's not a wide receiver. He is a football player, and we've seen that tonight. Let's listen in to what the flag is. Looks like it's on the Bruins.
Holding. Offense number 66. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
George Fitzpatrick going to get his second holding call. His 3rd penalty of the game will be a 10-yard penalty from the spot. So they're going to replay first down, and it looks like it's going to be first and about 17. And as Kyle Day comes out, Miles Purchase might have just hopped back onto the field, but we have some whistles. Hammond's jogging off to the far side. We're resetting up the play clock. So it looks like that now we got some more whistles. Let's see what's going on. Having some play clock issues.
2:34.
All right, they're getting the play. They're getting all the clocks right here. All right, Cherry Creek is in the Wildcat. Miles Purchase there. He's got 3 receivers, which is quite rare for this formation. He then put James Walker in motion. He's going to fake a handoff to him, then he'll take it himself and get perhaps a short gain of about 2 or 3. We'll bring up a Cherry Creek second down. Never really see 3 receivers out there when Purchase is running the Wildcat, but it just happened right there. So 2nd and 14 now up for the Bruins. Hammond dropping back, Prockett collapsing a little bit, rolling out to the sideline. He's got Chase Penry there. Is his feet in? They are. Completed at about the 50-yard line. Going to be just 1 yard short of the line to gain. We'll bring up 3rd and 1 for Cherry Creek. A great heads-up play for Hammond, who was on the move as he completed the pass to Penry, who beautifully kept his feet in bounds as the ball was coming towards him at the sideline. So 3rd and 1 for the Bruins. Hammond under center. He's just going to take himself, and he's definitely got at least the 1 yard. I think he ends up getting a 3-yard gain, which is plenty enough for the first down. And the Bruins now cross into the Valor territory. So the Bruins will get that one up to the 47. Here comes Arden Walker, Gus Alinkis onto the offense. And they're joined by Miles Purchase, so here comes the Wildcat, I assume. But I can never assume when Dave Logan's the head coach because Cherry Creek has so many different ideas. They've got a creative offensive playbook. Oh, Walker.
On the offense, penalties declined. 3rd down.
28 would have become a 2nd down and... Welcome to quarter number 4 of the Colorado High School Activity Association Class 5A State Championship between the Cherry Creek Bruins and the Valor Christian Eagles here on the Cherry Creek Sports Network. The Bruins have a 3rd down and 28. Hammond is in the shotgun alone in this final regulation quarter. Hammond looking to his right side. He's got a tackler coming from behind him. He's just going to slide. He was hit as he was sliding. The Bruins want a flag, and they're going to get one. Flags flying all over the place. Hammond had slid down. He had committed himself to the ground, and then a tackler came in. That is a no-no. Four officials meeting at the spot of the flag, but this should keep the Cherry Creek offense on the field. 3rd and 29 was the play, but if this is an automatic first down, it's going to be wild because the line to gain is the 37-yard line. The new line to gain would be in Cherry Creek territory. So let's hear what the officials have to say. They're going to the Cherry Creek sideline, so it looks like Dave Logan has some options. Let's listen in.
after the play, personal foul, late hit, defense. 15 yards from the end of the run, it will be 4th down.
So no automatic first down for the Bruins. It's a 15-yard penalty. I believe the official said 4th down. Said it'd be 4th down. Now one down marker says first down. One line marker says 4th down. Looks like it will indeed be 4th down. So it's going to help because Cherry Creek is still going to punt, but they're trying to hurry things up. Before Valor got their personnel on the field, they couldn't. So it brings up 4th and 8. We've got whistles. A great punt there from Helm, but let's listen in. So now the clock's running. We're going to, looks like, do the punt again. Not quite sure what just happened. But it looks like Cherry Creek still has a 4th and 8. They're going to punt again, but they did just all go over to the sideline. Head coach Dave Logan, so maybe a little bit more of a punt coming up. Helm's just going to boot it away. He was hit as he kicked. No flag down. Going to take a bounce and take it down inside the 3-yard line. What a down by the Bruins. That pins them back way deep. Mark him down at the 5-yard line. Wow. Pins him back way deep. The ball was deep, had a fair chance of rolling into the end zone, and then Valor picked it up. But now they're in the 5-yard line, and McNair's lined up back in his own end zone. He's going to hand it off for a short gain to Sawchuk. A great special teams play. Wow. As we approach 11 minutes left in regulation. The Bruins up 21-0, trying to win their 2nd consecutive state championship. McNair looking to throw. Pump fakes. Throws over the middle. It's complete. All the way to the 31-yard line. Looks like Ty Lawson has that completion. Good for a 25-plus yard reception. McNair looks like he's going to throw again. Oh, it's just tipped. The slant was tipped by Austin Luring. Will be incomplete and bring up 2nd down. After a pretty good commitment to the run game, looks like Valor's pass game making an appearance here in quarter number 4. And as I say that, Sawchuk's going to get a carry and get up to the 39-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd and 4, and you know this is 4-down territory should they not convert. McNair looking to pass. Ball hit the ground, incomplete. Going to bring down 4th and 4 now. And Valor absolutely has to go for it here. 10-23. And they haven't been scared of going on it on 4th down tonight. They'll continue. Things getting loud here in the Thunderbowl. McNair going to throw. It's tipped. He gets his own pass, but it will be taken down at the line of scrimmage. And Cherry Creek will get a turnover on downs. A huge stop, and that could perhaps be the first nail in the coffin for the Bruins. That's their 2nd 4th down stop tonight. Well, let me tell you what happened. McNair throws. It's tipped at the line. He then catches his own pass and is taken down, but quite a heads-up play of him to get his own pass back. And now the Cherry Creek Bruins offense back out there. The receiving core's out there, their usual receivers, Chase Penry, Kyle Day, but they are joined by Miles Purchase now. Bruins have the ball on the 40-yard line with 10:16 to go. If they score on this drive, that might just about do it. But a 4th down stand for the defense. Hammond dropping back. Looking up to Gunnar Helm, who gets a complete pass down to the 30. 10-yard gain should be a 1st down. And Gunnar Helm was covered pretty well by his defender, but his pure height is what that got that one in his hands. He gets a 1st down and more. First and 10 for the Bruins. On the 30-yard line now after the 10-yard completion to Helm. Helm's going to be put in motion to the right side. Hammond. Going to hand it off to James Walker, working to his right side. Going to get a short gain on the play, perhaps 1 yard. We'll bring up second and long for the Bruins. And they don't need to do anything fancy here. Soon they're going to start taking their time in terms of play clock. And game clock, I guess that is. Hammond out there, Walker with his right. He's got 4 receiving options. Play action, sidearm throw. Complete to Chase Penry on the far sideline to the 22-yard line. We'll bring up third and short. Third and 3 coming up. Purchase out there, joined by Dvorak. Wide receivers coming off the field. So I think it might just be the Rhino. Yes, it is. Julian Hammond going to the bottom of the screen as a receiver. Purchase, trouble controlling the snap. Won't be an issue. He'll power through the defense, get across the 20-yard line, and he'll pick up a first down. The Bruins are rolling. They're now back in the red zone. 8:44 left in quarter number 4. First and 10, ball placed on the 20-yard line. Hammond's out there. 3 receiving options. Play action. Complete pass to Gunnar Helm, who can't be taken down. He'll get to the 25 after he breaks a tackle. 24-25. Gonna bring up second down. The Bruins offense is rolling. Second down coming up for Cherry Creek. O'Day, Penry, bottom side of the formation. Dvorak out there as a fullback. And he's going to block. James Walker gets the carry. He'll get some forward progress before taken down. And now some extracurriculars, and we've got a flag down. Let's listen in.
All right, we're going to go.
Ended up on top of center Domingo Prince. But with that, it's going to bring up third and 25. Purchase in motion, top of the formation. O'Day and Penry on the bottom, Walker to the left of Hammond. Hammond dropping back, pocket collapsing a little bit, looking to his left, dumps off a pass to O'Day. O'Day likes to get lots of yards after carries, and they're going to mark his knee down. I'm not quite sure if he was. But now we have some players getting into each other's faces, some tempers flaring. Kai O'Day gets the complete pass, going to bring up fourth down on the 25-yard line. 4th and 15. And here comes the Cherry Creek kick team. Bone of the leg Page, 3 for 3 on extra points. He's 0 for 1 on field goals, and he's got a 42-yarder upcoming. He had something similar to end half number 1, and it was low, so we'll see what he does here from 42. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's low again. No good. So Bone and Page will go 0 for 2. We've got now 6:15 left in regulation. Bruins up 3 scores, but now Valor will take back over. By the way, I want to thank all of you who have turned in tonight. I know some of you have even put this audio feed over your video feed at home, which I'm truly flattered by. For all of you who have joined the conversation on CCSN, tweeting us at Cherry Creek SN and Ben Parris 04, thank you for that. We'll read off some names in a few moments. A high pass and the purchase of Miles Purchase. It was in his hands, then stripped out by Ty Lawson, be incomplete, but Purchase that close to a second interception of the game. Quick shout-outs. I want to thank our fans watching at Iowa State in the state of Iowa. I know they'll be excited that they're getting Miles Purchase next year. Pretty good get if I do say so myself. He's had a great night tonight, an interception, 2 touchdowns. Certainly in the conversation for most outstanding player of the game. Valor's got a 3rd down and 2. They're on the 28-yard line. And it looks like that they've got it. So 1st and 10 now, new set it down for the Eagles. McNair going to drop back to pass. Dumped off, intercepted by Blake Purchase. It was a little bit of just a jump-off pass, but Blake Purchase was there, and he got it. Now both the Purchase brothers have an interception, and that's another nail in the coffin for the Bruins. They're 5:28 away from winning their 2nd consecutive state championship. Wow, both the Purchase brothers showing up on defense tonight. So the Bruins take back over on the interception. They're on the Valor 29-yard line. They've got 5:28 left. We've got flags down.
Before the snap, full start, offense, number 11, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
False start going to go against Cherry Creek tight end Gunnar Helm. Make it 1st and 15 on the 34-yard line this time. Want to thank some more people who have joined the conversation, including Joe Parris, who's watching from Boise, Idaho. Hello, Joe. A Cherry Creek alumnus, rather, I guess that is. No, we've got alumni watching all over the country. Thank you for all of you tuning in. The Bruins have a 1st and 15. And we've got another flag down. Looks like there might have been 2 people in motion.
Before the snap, full start, offense, number 19, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
This one going to come against Dvorak and Cherry Creek head coach.
Cherry Creek, their final timeout of the half.
And that one's not going to make head coach Dave Logan happy after back-to-back false start penalties, so he's going to take his final timeout of the half. With just 5:28 left. So the Cherry Creek Bruins have a 4th and 20 upcoming. Dave Logan's headset flew off after the 2nd false start penalty. So we read through the Twitter feed. I believe we had a prediction. If Kevin Reed is listening, now we had a listener listen. 2 Miles Purchase touchdowns in the first half is the lock. Congratulations to Kevin Reed, who successfully predicted that. And James Walker is going to get a handoff for a short gain on 1st and 20. Kevin Reed accurately predicted 2 Miles Purchase touchdowns in the first half, and it just came in the first quarter. So congratulations to Kevin Reed on an excellent prediction. One more shout out for those of you who had tweeted us at Cherry Creek CSN. I know Ella Barclay is watching tonight with Logan Biggerstaff. Hello to you two, and thank you for all of your hard work during football season. We wish that you could be here this evening, but you are certainly with me in spirit. 2nd and 19 coming up for Cherry Creek. Going to be a handoff. James Walker going to get up to the 30-yard line, then breaks the tackles up to the 25 and all the way down to the 23. You want to talk about yards after contact. There's some there. Now Cherry Creek now has a manageable 3rd down coming up. Looks like we've got an injury timeout for a Valor Christian Eagle. As we take another timeout, we can get a few quick more shout-outs in here. I know my family's watching at home. So hello to you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. And everybody that is in the YouTube and Twitter comments, thank you for tuning in as well. The Bruins are on top with 4:06 left in the game. They're up 21-0. We have yet to have a second half scoring play. So the Bruins will come out of the injury timeout with a 3rd and 4 coming up. They are on the 23-yard line. Line to gain is the 19. Hull's going to go in motion, then go back to where he came from. Hammond going to drop back, looks to his right side. Looks like Chase Penry's going to get a complete pass just past the sticks. Will be good for a Cherry Creek 1st down. Put him inside the 20-yard line down to the 17. Clock rolls on inside 4 minutes. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Ball is on the 17-yard line. Hammond, handoff to James Walker, up the middle. Going to be good for a short gain. And the Bruins now inside 3 minutes. 20 seconds on the play clock. They're going to talk over this 2nd and 8. And Hammond's going to get his call from the quarterback's coach and Dave Logan on the sideline. Go back into the huddle on the far right hash. Hammond from under center. Play action, rolling out to his right side. He's going to take it himself. He slides. He's hit again as he slides. Penalty marker on the play.
Holding. Offense number 66. 10-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
And while the official was calling that penalty, literally as he's announcing it, the official from the near sideline, the Cherry Creek sideline, threw a flag as well. That first holding penalty is gonna go against, I believe it was George Fitzpatrick.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 5. 15-yard penalty. 2nd down.
In addition to the holding penalty, they're gonna get docked for another one. Unsportsmanlike conduct on James Walker after the play. So let's see how far back this brings Cherry Creek. Cherry Creek just racked up at least 20 yards in 20 yards in penalties. They're going to be marked down at the 49-yard line. The line to game is the 9-yard line. You're telling me the Bruins have a second? Oh, they're moving up now a little bit. All right, they subtracted 5 yards, so the Bruins should have like a second and like 35 coming up, I believe. So with the ball on the 44-yard line, second and 35 for the Bruins. Going to be a pitch to Miles Purchase, working towards the left side of the field, has some blockers, got another flag down. He's going to be wrapped up right around the 40. Let's listen in. Multiple flags down on the play.
Holding. Offense, number 6. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
This holding call going to go against Chase Penry. Second and 35 is now second and 45 as the Bruins are now back on their side of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, the original line of scrimmage was the 18-yard line. They are now at the 48-yard line. So the Bruins have second down, 44 yards to go. The ball's on their own 48-yard line. Those numbers usually don't go with each other all in the same sentence. The Bruins are inside 2 minutes. It's going to be a handoff. Looks like Hull's got it to the 40. And inside of that, so a pretty sizable gain there will bring up third and about 30. So a good 14-yard gain. All right, here we go. Third and 30 coming up for Cherry Creek. And Domingo Prince will come off the field for the Bruins in his final Cherry Creek start. He gets some applause. And the Bruins are in the victory formation. They kneel inside a minute. The Bruins are this close. And now things are getting loud. Cherry Creek hyping up their fans. The Bruins will go on to win their 23rd consecutive game after going the perfect 14-0, capping it off with the state championship last season. In this shortened season, in these unprecedented times that have been unlike any other, the Bruins will finish it off 9-0. The Bruins get the delay of game penalty. We'll back them up. The victory celebration is about to commence. I'm sure back in Greenwood Village and here in Pueblo. This Cherry Creek senior class, guys, I'll tell you, a group of seniors unlike any other, as Gunnar Helm, the senior tight end, punter, he's going off to Texas next year, will boot away his final punt. The punt is away. Fair catch called for. Brought in at the 15-yard line. 8 seconds left on the clock. Valor, who was 8-1 in all-time championship games in all classifications, will just be their second loss. And you know the only team that's beaten them? Cherry Creek, twice. And there is something about this group of Cherry Creek that we've talked about all year. Might be the greatest Cherry Creek team ever. So with 8 seconds left, this should pretty much do it as the Valor offense gets back on the field. McNair is in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to the right side. Amy taken down. And that will do it. Here from CSU-Pueblo, the Cherry Creek Bruins are #1 again. It's back-to-back state championships for the Cherry Creek Bruins. Wow! Can you believe it? This team didn't know if they would play football at all this season. They didn't know in August that they would have the opportunity to go back-to-back this fall. But yet they were ready. As soon as the season started, they got the green light. They practice every day. They go perfect through the regular season, and now perfect in the playoffs. And they cap it off with the state championship. Wow. And a year that has been so weird, has felt everything but normal. This certainly does feel normal. And as we get ready for the trophy presentation at midfield, it is a surreal moment as Cherry Creek has gone back-to-back. And here it comes, the presentation, as head coach Dave Logan won his 3rd title as head coach of the Bruins in his 9th season. It will be his 90th career win at Cherry Creek. And it ends with his team as the best in the state. And now, the most outstanding player of the game. If I had to guess, it would be number 3 in red. Yes, it is. The most outstanding player of the game is Miles Purchase in his final start in the Cherry Creek Red. And we are the champions. Now plays inside the Thunderbowl. I want to thank all of you who joined us on Cherry Creek Sports Network all season, in a season that has been unlike any other. I'm personally so honored that you let me bring Cherry Creek football into your home. It has been such an honor and such a privilege. Signing off for the final time in 2020, I'm Benjamin Parris. The Cherry Creek Bruins are state champions.